Yo, what's going on, guys? And today we're talking about the big man himself, Chauncey Billups. And there's a rumor going around that teams are monitoring his situation as he could maybe be fired. I personally don't believe it. It is May. You do not, especially if you are a team that already has been eliminated from the playoffs or didn't even make the postseason to begin with, you would have already fired your coach. You are behind on the hiring process. Obviously, there's still candidates out there, but it's just not worth it at this point. I personally don't believe it. And he has one more year on his deal. They might just let that thing expire, run it back once, or run it back one more year, see how everything goes, and if it doesn't work out, move on from him next year. And the reason why people are speculating that teams are monitoring Chauncey Billups' situation with the Blazers, I want to hear if you're a Blazers fan. Do you think they're going to fire him? I, again, personally do not believe that they are. It does not make sense for them to fire him as they are still, rebuilding. But Scott Brooks and Rodney Billups' contracts were not renewed. And opposing NBA teams are monitoring head coach Chauncey Billups' situation with the Portland Trailblazers, according to Chris Mannix of Sports Illustrated. Billups is entering the final year of his guaranteed contract. Guaranteed 4-year deal. I just don't see them doing this move because why? Why would they fire Billups? I know it hasn't been pretty, but he's been dealt a crappy hand every year. This is the first true rebuild year. First year, Dame gets hurt. Second year was a weird year, Dame's last year. And then now the third year is the first year of a rebuild with like a hodgepodge roster that didn't make absolute any sense. So for me, I just think like you wouldn't fire this guy because it would just be doing a disservice to him. And obviously, there's teams that would want him to be their coach because he's not a bad coach. I personally think he has not given me a reason to believe it. A lot of players have talking, like Cam Reddish spoke beautifully about Mr. Cam Reddish, Josh Hart, Shaden Sharp. A lot of guys have really talked about Billups and how impactful he has been as their coach. So for me, it does not make sense for them to move on. Again, it really could be maybe him wanting to be out and him finding out that, maybe I could become coach of the Lakers. Maybe I can become coach of the Wizards. Maybe I can become coach of the. I guess the Nets hired a coach. No, we have who else who doesn't have a coach? I feel like it's only the Lakers, the Wizards, which the Wizards might just promote Brian Keefe. And yeah, I want to hear your guys' thoughts. I think this one's weird.